going here. Okay, you guys, so we have talked about really kind of getting out and talking to people. And some of us, and I'd love to have this be more conversational tonight. I don't really have a PowerPoint or anything like that for you, but some of us are still having a hard time kind of setting up things with people. And I think we really want to remember that we want to be a light for people, okay? So sometimes when we have a new person getting started or you've been around for a while, it's really easy to go, oh, I don't want to be a pushy salesperson and all of that, and that can hold us back. So what if we could reframe that and just go and connect with some people and start being interested in them, right? Do you think that if we were to just connect with some people, maybe just to see how they were, that maybe they might share with us something that was in their life that we would have a solution for?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what would be some of those things?
That we'd have a solution for?
What might they say? Give me an example of what might happen.
Well, they might say that their kids are sick all the time, or they've been sick. That happens a lot. Allergy season is here. I've already started to notice my girlfriends are sneezing and itchy eyes and all that kind of stuff. It's starting early.
It is because it's warm.
I had a gal say, like, there's a group of us that's supposed to get together. This was a few months ago. And she said she couldn't. And then, I don't know, something came about her just having RA and some other systemic issues. So sometimes that stuff comes out. And I did reach out to her. And we went back and forth a little bit. And then I was just asking more questions, So I just asked her, are you doing anything, nutritionally? And then I haven't heard anything. So
you asked her, was that through text or was that face-to-face?
We were just kind of starting a little short. That's only the second time I've done on Messenger. But I was just trying to get a little more information. And then if she would have said something, I would have taken it off. But I haven't heard back from her.
Okay. So do you guys find that happens a lot online, that people just go quiet sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes we need to ask a better question. Okay. So maybe you ask the perfect question, they still go quiet. But one of the things I like to say, and you guys all know, if I could, would you, is always our go-to, right? So gosh, if I could share something with you that might help you with that, would you be interested in the information? Something as simple as that. And if they say yes, do you want to give it to them on text?
No.
So what do we do?
Call them.
Make an appointment.
Make an appointment.
Yeah. And would it be better to be in person with them, or would it be, on the phone? Which would be better?
Well, in person.
Sure. If you can, right? So anyway, I ran into Todd Falcone. Do you guys know who Todd Falcone is?
Yes.
Okay, so Todd Falcone, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the very top network marketing guru trainers in the industry. Somebody's got a lot of background noise again. I think it's you, Shannon, maybe. Yeah, it was. I gotcha. Yeah. Let me see who else it might be. Okay, so anyway, I ran into him at Women in Network Marketing, and we've kind of gotten to be buddies over the years. He's done a call for us. He's going to do a call for us again. I've moved him to May, so after conference. You guys are not going to want to miss that. You're going to want every one of your team members on there. He is awesome, but he just wrote a new book called The Fearless Networker. It's not very big, and it's, easy to read, okay? I would love for you all to get a copy of this, but I'm going to put a little challenge out there before I do that, but I wanted to just say something to you. He says sometimes we just need to connect with people, okay? So here's a couple of examples. You might want to just make a call and catch up with someone you haven't talked to in a long time with no really agenda, right? Be the initiator, and that's what he has underlined. Be the initiator.
Oh, I love that.
Reach out and say hello, and do so with no hidden agendas, okay? What if we were to get a list of people tonight and reach out and set up a time just to get together, catch up, okay? You could even send a text to a friend and say something nice like, I hope your day's going great was just thinking about you and wanted to say how much I appreciate having you in my life. What if you just made a list of people this week that you could send a text to that just appreciated them? Do you think that might start a conversation a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you send a random card or a small gift when they least expect it, because he says this one really blows people's minds, especially when it's not their birthday or anniversary. You don't need to spend a bunch of money, but a random gift out of the blue is mind-boggling for most people. People love surprises. So again, let's start our gratitude list, right? And see who we could bless this week just with a little love, okay? And here's what we're really going to focus on is invite them out to lunch or coffee. This is not to pitch your business, but to simply grow the relationship, okay? And I find that if I ask people enough questions, and because who are people really interested in?
Themselves.
Right? So do you guys remember a long time ago we coached on a little acronym that you can kind of use to ask people? Do you guys remember what the acronym is?
I don't.
It was the family, occupation. Yeah.
Yep, form.
Mhm.
Family, occupation, recreation, and money. So if you're talking to somebody, I mean, it could be anybody. You could have just met this person. You would say something like, how are the kids? I mean, that's their family, right? What have you guys been up to? What are you doing for the summer? Are you guys going on any big vacations? Gosh, I don't know about you, but I'm worried about saving for the kids' college. What are you doing? How are you guys feeling about that, right? That could kind of fall in the money one. Occupation, hey, how's your job? Are they paying you what you're worth? We had a lady today that was just awesome, who I'd love to have on our team, who's one of Ellen's friends, who's a nurse, and she's stressed out. She's an awesome nurse, and she's looking for something maybe that can get her some freedom, right? So even if they love their career, doesn't mean that they're not looking for something that might ease a little bit of the stress, right? So I might ask them some things about, well, tell me more about that, right? Recreation, what are you guys doing for fun? Gosh, where's a great hiking trail around here? Are you getting your fitness in every day? And then again, money, anything to do with, are you making what you're worth? Are they paying you what you're worth? Are you saving for retirement? Have you had a raise lately? If I could show you something that would give you a little more freedom, would you take a look at it if it was something that could help people and you could partner with me? Okay.
So I have a question, because we said we're trying to set this up with no hidden agenda, and this is not the place to pitch your business.
Yeah.
So
did I say don't pitch your business? That wasn't the intention.
right.
What if they have a problem? Am I going to have
But don't you think, yeah, I kind of feel like it's always the intention, though, that hopefully something will come up.
Well, I think you're wanting to find out where your friend is and to care about them. Look, one of my very, very best friends is never going to get on Juice Plus or join my business. I know that about her, okay? But that doesn't mean that she couldn't have a friend. Now, I have a couple of friends of hers I'm talking to. My friend, blah, blah, blah. And I'd say, gosh, you know what? Do you think she'd be a good fit for me? And she goes, yeah, maybe. Here's her number. So you never know, right? So I think the whole point of this exercise, you guys, is to get some coffee appointments set up this week and just go out and love on people. But don't get confused when we say don't make it an agenda. I mean, we're always listening for a problem so that we can offer a solution, because we're trying to be what? The light of the world, right? I mean, what if, like, there was this cute little baby at Ellen's lunch today, and, we said, gosh, what if this, because they're adding Juice Plus in through mama's milk, right? How much healthier is this baby going to be when they're 20 than when some other babies, right? What if we could have all the babies we know have the opportunity to get that, right? So it's just an opportunity to find out what's going on with people, and you never know. Now, like with my one girlfriend, it's not going to be a solution for her, but I love having a connection with her anyway. But she is a good referral source for me.
Can I add this conversation? I really want to empower you guys around this, because this is what got me to National Marketing Director. This activity in tandem with events, regular events, consistent events, And, you know, it's really interesting energetically what this does to my life. When I get out of the habit of doing this, I get a little bit down. I get a little bit frowny face about my business, about everything. When I get out and talk to people, you know, what happens is we get vision from talking to others because you're having that conversation, and all of a sudden, because you didn't go there with an agenda, the light bulbs are going on and you're going, oh my gosh, like now that I'm getting to know you better, I see how this solution could make sense for you. And the other thing that I want to add to this that I think is really great that Reagan brought up, you know, she's got her friend that's like never going to do the business. And I heard Julie Herbst say this probably 10 years ago in VoiceCom. She said, keep a couple good friends that are outside of Juice Plus, like that are they're going to be your cheerleaders, you know, and don't, you know, let go of that agenda to bring them into the business. And I have like my 2 besties that are like that for me, but you know what? They'll give me feedback. They'll give me referrals, right? Things like that, which is great. Mm-hmm. But I think that this activity is absolutely as critical as events to building your business, because it really shows how we are relationship driven, but you just don't know what people need until you're sitting there face to face having a conversation. So, you know, for me, I use social media. I think I use it pretty well, but what a lot of people don't see is the follow-up, which Sean Myers always says the fortunes in the follow-up, is we're chatting online and I'm like, when can we have coffee? When can we have lunch? When can we go on a walk together?
Yeah. Creating a relationship, right? So it's, oh, you know, you're in Juice Plus and now I never talk to you again. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mel, did you want to say something?
No, I was waving at my neighbors out the door. Sorry.
Okay. You're setting up that coffee.
I know. I'm like, oh, you want to go get coffee?
And you never know what happens. Last week, one of the ladies from my networking event, who she's adorable, she ended up joining our team. We just went, I actually asked her to go to lunch with me because she had done something for my daughter. She's a relationship coach. And my daughter was having some post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, years after her horse accident. And it all kind of came to fruition. And she came into this amazing talk. She's an amazing speaker. And she drove up to Boulder and did not even charge me and talked to my daughter for a couple of hours. And it totally changed Ellie's life. Ellie has her first boyfriend now. She all have her friends. It's a different, you know, she's starting a new friend group and, you know, fostering a better relationship with the one she's around. And so I said, can I just take you to lunch as a thank you? So the more we were talking, then she also was possibly looking for a position at the kids' high school that they went to here. And she said, does anybody have a connection? Well, how funny is it that I'm the one that had the connection? So the more I thought about her, though, I thought, you know, she is so sharp and so professional, and she loves empowering women. And so I said to her, you know what, I would, if you don't mind, I would also love to just share with you a little bit more about what I do, because I think that it may be a good fit for you. If it is, great. If not, no hard feelings, but I'd love to have you just take a peek at it. And she said, sure, of course I would. So, you know, I said, well, if you keep your options open, you know, for additional ways to earn some income, you know, it might be a fit. And so, and she ended up joining our team. So now we'll see, you know, how much she does. She's a very busy lady, but, you know, if she shares it with one other person, that's a person that I couldn't touch without her, right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do, you guys, is to remember that when we give people the opportunity to share Juice Plus, they usually will. I like to call our distributorship a license to share, right? We give them a license to share. We're going to be able to touch some more people, and that's going to also be good because your business is going to grow, okay? So the other thing is, in this book in chapter 4 is some simple and effective invites. And so you can kind of copy these right into a text and use these for text, or you could even call somebody and say them. But here's just something. The reason by the way, before I says, Todd Falcone is a lot like me. He's very direct, okay? Some people like to beat around the bush. I am not one of those people.
Oh, I lost you.
I don't know what happened. I left and I'm back. Okay, so he says, hey, Shannon, it's Reagan. How's it going? Hey, I just found something I'm really excited about, and I think it's going to be big. I'd love to show it to you. Would you have, half an hour for me to show it to you, so, show you what I'm up to? Could we meet for coffee, either next Tuesday or Thursday? So maybe letting people know that you're doing something new, or I've launched a new business. I mean, this could be something that you could even invite people to. Maybe if you have some people that you really would love to have them join your team. And sometimes it's good to just kind of ask them, okay? So, hey, Mel, it's Reagan. How's it going? Hey, I've just launched a new business and I'm looking for some people to help me with it. I'd love to get together with you and show you what I'm up to. When would you have 30 minutes for me to run it by you? Is that offensive to anybody?
No, not at all.
So if your friend did that, would you say, yeah, sure? I mean, don't you want to support your friend in their new business?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what? Go ahead.
It's Patty. My only question, like Bobby and I have been doing this for 13 years. So how do we say I started?
You wouldn't.
Yeah. So what would
You would say we're expanding our business.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. But be sure to not say things like, I'm thinking about starting a business, or I'm looking into starting a business, because it shows lack of commitment on your part. People only follow decisive individuals. Okay. So maybe we need to be a little bit more direct. Or, hey, Jennifer, it's Reagan. How's it going? Listen, I just got involved in a new business and I'm looking to get some feedback on it. Would you be willing to meet with me and take a look at what I'm doing? Okay. So you guys kind of get the idea. And he says, make sure you're not explaining, which we have been coaching this for a long time. Don't explain anything on the telephone. You want to make sure you get in front of them. You just simply do the invite and set the appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Can you guys do that?
Reagan, is there a way if we don't, like everybody I know knows that I do Juice Plus. Is there any reason why I wouldn't use that same type of verbiage to say and lead in with possibly that we have a new extension or a new program within the business, and I'd like to share it with you?
Absolutely. Hey, we've got a new program. It's been working great for me, and I'd love to run it by you. When would be a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the name of the author of the Fearless Networker or Fearless Networkers?
Todd Falcone.
Todd,
T-O-D-D.
Oh, Todd.
Falcone, and it's called Fearless Networking.
Thank you.
Well, Reagan, this makes me think of, gosh, if we were having a grand opening and I opened a boutique in town, wouldn't I call all my friends and be like, hey, I'm doing this and I'd love to have you come over for, and I'd love to have you at my grand opening. Why not?
Yes.
Okay,
so listen, I think that we should take some time to invite some people. Did anybody make a list? Because I had said make your list. Did anybody make a list? You did, Sarah. Awesome. I love, I know you guys can do this on your own, and we've got, thank you to Ellen and to Missy and to Melanie for running the texting blitzes. So appreciate that. But this week, or if you want to do it now, we can do it now. I would really love for you guys just to concentrate on doing some of those appointments, whether it's for, hey, let's just get together, haven't seen you, or I'd love to run something by you, so I'd love to show you what I'm up to. So the first 5 people that set up 5 coffee appointments, face-to-face or whatever, the first 5 people that let me know that, I will send you a book from Todd Falcone. Okay?
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Just made that up. Hopefully
on the
I
fly.
can get him to sign them. I can't promise that because he's in Australia, but you guys don't know when he's on. He is just amazing. Hopefully we'll have 50, 60 people on this call for him. He's awesome. And Patty and Bobby did a team with him, which I don't know, Patty, if you want to just share with them what that experience was about.
Yeah, I did it twice. Bobby, I did it twice, and then I had coaching with him. He knows his stuff. He's intense, but he believes that everybody can be successful in network marketing if you do I mean, as we heard from the women's networking conference a couple of weeks ago, it's network marketing, not dip your toe in the water marketing, right?
That's right.
And so the A team, I know that he's doing like a 2-for-1. So whether you have a significant other spouse or whether you have a team member that you'd like to, have you join, if you buy one, you get the second one free. And what it is it's like, is it 6 weeks? I think it's 6 weeks. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. It's either 4 or 6 weeks, but it's intense. And he has like a 30-day prospecting challenge thing. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I'm going to actually show that right now. You can see that. That's good.
He's wanting to know not how many people you talk to, although he does do that in 18, is how many people you talk to, but this one's how many new people you've talked to, not just the same old people that you keep talking to. Not that doesn't help, don't get me wrong, because you never know when somebody's going to finally say yes. But he wants you, he says, double digits a day on their way. So Todd is great. He's on to him, Reagan. And he is a great follower of Eric Worre and Tony Robbins and all of that. So he's right, everything that he does is right in line with them, but with his own little spin. And yeah, he's great.
Yes, and he asked me if I would be a spotlight speaker for him. So I'm going to be in his spotlight speaker newsletter and all of that here coming soon. So
Nice.
and on his website. So it'll be fun. So I'm going to show you guys, let me see if I can pull this up. I want to show you guys a quick video just to kind of get you going on this idea with prospecting. I can make sure I can find the right one here. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Reagan, while you're doing that, in addition to Form, you taught us Tiny. Remember Tiny?
Yeah, their interest, not yours. Tiny Form. Thank you for adding that. That's absolutely correct. So, their interest, not yours. Okay, here's a short little video. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, what's up? Todd Falcone here. Okay, so I titled this Stop Kidding Yourself because I just, and most of the videos I do are an inspiration from a conversation, and just had a chat with a person that was asking me for some advice that I was coaching for a little bit. And come to find out, it's a very common thing for people where they're in network marketing, but they're not really doing network marketing. So one of the things, if you've seen me speak on stage, and I've done this literally on like every stage I've spoken on for the last, I don't even know how many years. And it's just a great little exercise where I have you draw a little box on a piece of paper, and in that box you write in the number of new people you talk to that day. It's just kind of like an awareness exercise. It's an eye-opening mirror reflection exercise. Well, let's take that a step further. So instead of us kidding ourselves into, thinking that we're doing network marketing and then maybe becoming frustrated even though we really aren't doing network marketing, let's find out if you're doing your network marketing business. So here's the thing what doing is. Doing is exposing people. So if you're not consistently, daily, every single week, showing the plan, if you will, very old school comment there, then you're really not in the business. So it's all about, are you flipping rocks over? Are you showing your business? Are you showing your product to people? If you're not, you're really not in the business. So here's the extra level on this challenge. Do this. This will be a life shifter for you if you choose to do it. If you choose not to do it, it's not going to do anything for you. But I can tell you this will change your habits when you decide to do this. Here's the deal. So you take that box of exercise that I gave you, right? But you do it for 30 days. So you end every single day for the next 30 days by drawing a box on a piece of paper and being in a total place of integrity, a total place of honesty with yourself, and just saying, putting in the number of the new people, the new exposures that day about your product, your business, and you stare at those numbers. And I would just do it on one sheet of paper so you can see what the numbers are. So, because if it's a 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 2, that's not good. But if it's 10, 17, 26, 14, 11, 6, 8, whatever the numbers are, you're going, okay, well, I can tell that I'm in the business. I can tell that I'm doing the activities that are going to get me the result. Because that's really where the rubber meets the road. And yeah, blunt, yes. Simple, unbelievably simple. So do it. I hope you guys are having a great week. We'll see you soon.
Okay. So you guys get the gist, right? So I'm wondering who wants to take the challenge. I know for me, I'm right now totally talking to a lot of people, and every day I go, who else can I meet? Who else can I help? I'm always going to be listening for a solution. I'm going to go and get back together with a bunch of people I haven't talked to in a long time and just do some connection. Sometimes it's just that, right? And maybe they don't have a need. We just have a great visit, whatever. But I want to be a light, right? I want to be able to help people. And the only way I can do that is to get out and talk to them one way or other. And then I've got some people that are on my list that I'd love to have on my team, and I'm just going to ask them. I'm just going to say, hey, if you're open, I'd love to share with you what I'm up to. I really have not ever had anybody say they wouldn't at least look at it. Okay. And then I'm not going to sit there and beat around the bush with them for 50 visits. If there's a need, I'm going to just ask them if I could show you a way to help with your child's whatever, would you be open to that solution? Okay. So don't make it hard, you guys. Make it easy for people to get on Juice Plus. Make it easy for them to join your team. Okay. Most people are not super happy with what they're doing, or they're looking for an additional income stream. So we might as well ask, right? What's the worst that could happen? Nothing is going to happen, right? That's not so bad. So since we're also looking to build our foundation, remember we talked about building our foundation? Sometimes we just need to start with that connection. So I'd love to hear how many appointments do you think that you could get set up, for the next couple of weeks, that you could set up this week to happen for the next 2 to 3 weeks? How many could you fit in your schedule? How many will you do? So here's the thing. If you don't know, if you can't answer that question, what you haven't done yet is you haven't looked at your calendar and went and highlighted little boxes of everywhere you could have a coffee appointment or do an event. Okay. So people always say, how did you get to NMD so fast? I literally would take a highlighter and highlight every single box or opening that I could possibly do a follow-up call or talk to somebody or meet them for coffee. And so when I said, hey, I could meet you, boom, I could meet you Tuesday at this time or Wednesday at that time, which works better. And I just booked them up. Yeah. And guess what? If there was a blank space, I had to leave my house and go meet somebody. Those were the days of CDs. I had to get rid of the CD that day, right? So, you do that. So, you look for what you can do versus what can't I do? What a different way of looking at it, right? Mm-hmm. So anybody want to tell me how many they can set up, maybe even tonight? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording, and anybody wants to stay on, and we can sit here and do a tech split. I'm happy to stay on.
I would say my goal would be to set up 20. Excuse me.
Poor honey. She's choking on 20.
She's choking on 20.
Yeah, but she can do it. I know she can do it. Touch base, just a touch base coffee. Ooh. Eyeball to eyeball. Who's doing it? 10? Awesome, Mandy. I'm writing it down.
Between now and when?
Well, to set them up this week. To have.
Just set them up this week because we've got spring break and then we'll come back to them.
By the end of Friday, can you say I've got this many appointments set up sometime between now and the next week or two?
Okay.
How many?
I'll do. What did Ellen do? 20. Did you really say 20?
I had a near-death experience.
Are you okay?
Want to go to
Maybe I should say 15 rather than 20.
20. Let's do it. 20. I want 20 one-on-ones when I get back from spring break, like on my calendar. So I have this week to set them up, go on spring break, come back and have that on my calendar.
Exactly. And next week we don't have a call because it's spring break for us too. So you guys got all this couple of weeks just to do an appointment with people, just to say, how are you?
Okay, I'll do 20.
Okay. Anybody else taking the challenge?
I'll do
I'll do
15.
Judy, 15. Who said 10?
Shannon.
So did Jennifer.
I'll
Shannon,
say
you
10.
10? Oh, you guys are going to have an amazing April. How about you? Anybody else want to do it? Don't be afraid.
I'll take 10.
Awesome, Heather.
Bobby Benson said 10.
How about Bobby?
Did you
Yeah,
hear that? Bobby Benson said 10.
I'll do 10.
And Patty, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I have to do 10.
Awesome. How about you, Jill?
10.
10?
I can do 10, Jill, yeah.
Awesome, Jill. How about you, Jamie?
That's 10, but not limited to 10.
I need to do Jamie. How about you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say appointments.
Nena, espera no.
Can it be, does it have to be one-on-one? Like in face-to-face?
Face to face.
Oh.
What if you got people who are out of town, though?
Zoom is face to face. I'm
Oh.
face to
You
face.
can do it on Zoom. You could be coffee on Zoom. Have a glass of wine with me on Zoom.
Ooh. I'm gonna say 5.
Perfect. How about you, Jenna?
Sorry to unmute. I will go for 10.
Awesome. New twin babies. That's inspirational. Okay, gosh. If you guys actually do that, look at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 130, 140 people just from this call are going to get their lives touched and blessed by our team. Isn't that cool?
Super cool.
Okay. Sarah, did I get you? I didn't get you, Sarah. What's yours? 10. Okay, 150. Make it. Okay, so you guys, let's rally on the Voxer and keep each other going. Everybody here is in the action team, right?
Yes.
Please put it in the action team so we don't overwhelm our new people. Okay? And if you're not in the action team for some reason, you're not in there, let me know. I'll put you in there, okay? So I think we're good. I think we kind of got that going. Hold on one second. I'm going to stop.